Hey guys, dustinscout here, and welcome to my very first product review. Today we'll be reviewing the DynamicSabers lightsaber. DynamicSabers, I'm going to say they're from the US. I'm not really sure. It doesn't really say a whole lot, but I know that it ships out of Tucker, Georgia. So what we got here is it's not super like that. They don't have like some super good looking ones. They do have some decent ones though. I mean, we got their website over here. As y'all can see, they got some options, saber collections. Here's all of them. And what I have is a Sentinel. I have two Sentinels actually, both this one and this one. Um, Before this review, I would have gotten, I probably would have gotten maybe a Guardian or an Adept or maybe even a Duelist, so I could have, dual wielded or connected them together. I didn't realize that two Sentinels couldn't connect to each other. That's something to talk about. Now, as for sound, the sound board isn't the best, so I actually normally keep it in mute. The saber itself, light, looks pretty good. There's one color, and I got a light on right now. I don't know if y'all want, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it off while I go through these colors. So it's nice and dark in here. So here's one of the colors. It's got 12 colors to choose from. That's the wrong thing. That's actually like if you were locked up with somebody. Green, pink, yellow, green, orange, purple, blue, white, red, blue. Like a weird purple, back to teal, back to green, back to pink, yellow, orange, green, orange, purple, blue, white, red, dark blue. All right, so that's all the colors. I mean, I went through them twice. So when you cut it off, you got to hold this little button down here for 4 seconds. Boom, it goes off. Press it once, comes back on. Hold it for 4 more seconds, goes back off. I kind of wish that was just a single press for off, but that's all right because you turn it on single presses like you just blocked a blaster bolt. It does have like some noises that happen when you do. Not sure, maybe it's loose or something. Alright, whatever. So, it's pretty sturdy. I mean, the material of the blade is pretty decent, and but the design is kind of basic. This is gunmetal. I got both mine in gunmetal color. And let's see, we got some options here. I'll hold it up here for you guys. I'll cut it back on. That's the only thing is I don't like this whole long press. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Low volume.
So this is low volume. You got when you turn it back off. Turn it back on. High volume. So there's a few different options too for sounds. You got
solo.
the sounds aren't the greatest thing in the world, but for the price of these sabers, I mean, what you're getting is pretty decent product. I muted it. now that we went through some of the options, there's like a 4 or 5 different sound options. Let's look into the inner working components. Cut that back on. All right, let's take this apart. So obviously they give you this little Allen in the pack to take things apart. So you undo this little set screw here, this set screw here. Blade comes out. Blade is same as most your other lightsaber blades. I can't remember if they do different sizes of blades. Silver hilt. I want to say all the blades come to the same length, 78 centimeters. They do look pretty good though, especially in like black. There's gunmetal. Gunmetal's what I got. Black. I did think about black and kind of wish that I got black. I mean, it's kind of plain, so black I think would look better. So unless this comes off this piece, you got the LED right there. It's not any fancy LED, it's just a regular LED. It's not that bad though. This piece comes off it comes off the bottom. Alright, so this piece comes off the bottom. And this is actually where you would screw into like a Guardian saber. This piece comes off, opening up and giving you the electronics on the inside. It's just a regular sound circuit board that controls the LED too. So the little sound thing is down here at the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's not. You got a battery that can be replaced. All you gotta do is buy the same battery to replace it with. So it's not that big of a deal. And you get a charging port on the front right there, which is just one of these charging plugs, and you just plug it straight into the front like that, and it's charging. That's pretty much it. I mean, there's not a whole lot going on here. The blades are pretty good. I'm not going to do any combat with them because I don't have anybody to do any combat with. And it's pretty easy to get back together. You just put it all back together. Put this piece back on the bottom. Put this piece back on the top. You just tighten. Basically, what you do is you tighten it down. What I do, anyways, is I tighten it down, line the set screws back up so they're nice and lined up in the front with all that stuff in the front. You can actually tighten it further than that, but then everything's off centered. Tighten up so everything's centered up in the front. Then you tighten down the bottom set screw like this, and that's going to tighten down on the light so it doesn't actually turn anymore. And you've got a nice lined up screws. You take the blade and you put the blade back in. Oh, this is the wrong blade. This is actually a blade from Saber Forge. This blade is significantly thicker, but this is a extreme combat blade from Saber Forge, so it costs more. And this is the blade that comes with theirs. It's a little bit more flimsy, but I mean overall still made of some pretty solid material. So we put that blade back in. Take our set screw, tighten it back down. And I know what you're asking, well, why don't I put this blade in and not the Saber Forge blade? Well, if you notice, the Saber Forge blade is thicker and does not actually fit into that socket. So you can't actually use a Saber Forge blade inside this blade, but it's alright. Like I said, it's made out of some pretty good material, so you ain't got to really worry about breaking it. And you turn it back on, there it is. Hold down for 2 seconds, and you can change the color. So overall, I believe that this is pretty good bang for your buck if you're looking for a lightsaber, but don't want to break the bank like you would on Saber Forge or Ultra Sabers or Vader's Vault. You could get the one here off of DynamicSabers, and you'd know that you're getting a pretty good product. I got mine in a week, Now, granted, I do live kind of close to Tucker, Georgia, so it is coming USPS, and it will take it as long as the USPS takes. So don't expect it to be any faster. It is still USPS. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm going to tighten this one back down after I have been messing with these all evening, taking them apart and stuff. But I have enjoyed it. I have been kind of playing around with them. I haven't broken anything yet. I mean, it hurts when you hit yourself, so I mean, don't hit yourself too hard. That's probably all we got to say about this. I mean, they're good. They're good blades. I'm happy with my purchase. Bought 2 of them because I am a big fan. I do have a Saber Forge overall. My Saber Forge is actually all being repaired right now, which is why I thought about getting these. Because my Saber Forge soundboard went out, and soundboard is better in Saber Forge, but once again, it went out in like a week. So Saber Forge is all being repaired. I would show it off to you guys, but today we're talking about Dynamic Sabers. Dynamic Sabers make a good product. I do recommend them, and if you're trying to get into combat sabers, this is a really good affordable one. Thanks guys for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed my product review. We'll see you guys in the next video, and as always, may the force be with you.